Well, hello there, it's Darren here. I'm starting another wine, Rhubarb, first time ever. I've got a bit of a guidance here, which I was kindly getting off somebody from work. It says I'm meant to have for every 1.5 kilos, it's for a gallon. So I should have 7.5 kilos of rhubarb. I don't know, I haven't got scales. I'm going to end up buying some scales, aren't I? But I did have quite a bit of fruit in here, rhubarb. I put in the water because it was frozen straight away because I've been collecting over the season. I tried to cut into chunks, as it says on the recipe. It says cut into 1-inch chunks there, but I couldn't. And as I was squeezing it, you could see the colour coming out. That's like a typical, like that rhubarb sort of colour. You might add sugar, it leaches out, but I'm going to do it differently. Like I says, this recipe has just a guidance for me. I always try something different. So I'm going to add a bit more, because normally when you're doing wine, you give it a bit of a mash, you add some hot water, make it warm, leave it to leach out for 24 hours or a week as I do normally, seal so it doesn't go mouldy, and then I extract the fruit and then I add the sugar, etc, etc. So I just want to see, because I'm not too bothered about the colour. It'd be nice to get the colour. I think more than anything, I think that's what this does, it gets the colour out. I just want the flavour. Anyway, I've made a rookie mistake as well. So I was online on this cheap shop thing, right? And I seen minced ginger paste. I thought, fantastic, because I want a ginger and rhubarb sort of wine. That lovely rhubarb taste, sweet, with a hint of that heat at the background, ginger. So I bought this. Little did I know, if you can read it, I don't know if you can you? There. Contains salt. I'm going to tell you it's a good job I didn't put that in. I had a little bit of a taste. I could smell it, smell the ginger, lovely, taste it, salty. That would have ruined it straight away. I wouldn't have worked it out. I would have chucked this out. Thought, well, what's went wrong? Obviously it's that. So always check the ingredients before you put it in. But I'll get some ginger anyway. Anybody who's made this sort of wine, how much ginger do you put in for 25 litres? I'm not quite sure, because obviously it doesn't tell you that, it just says rhubarb wine. Anyway, come back once I get the sugar in. See how it is. Well, I've put in here, I've added water, hot water, boiling water, 16 litres. Add a little bit of cold so it's nice and warm. It's not too hot, boiling. I've tried to give it a bit of a mash, but I forgot rhubarb's quite stringy. I used my brown whizzer here, but it was getting caught in the blades, so I stopped. But I'll give it a little bit of a whiz. You can, like I said, there's two different ways. A cold way, which is basically chopping it up, adding the sugar as it says on that recipe, and letting it sort of leach the flavour out. Or you can do it where you cook it like you normally do when you make an apple crumble, and then get a muslin bag and then put the cooked rhubarb in the muslin bag with the water, let it steep in there. But I'm gonna, like I said, I've done this. I'm gonna add a kilo of sugar just to get it going, to extract that bit of flavour. I probably might just leave it for a week. We'll just see how it goes, see if it starts bubbling. I'm not sure if rhubarb naturally ferments itself if you don't add sugar. I've done it before with apples, and they're naturally fermented, so I don't know if it does with rhubarb, but I'm going to add a kilo of sugar. So come back for part 2 once that starts happening.